to another video. My name is Alizea and I'm your favorite black transsexual. Get up into the big part, whatever. I'm back. How y'all doing, girl? You already know what it's supposed to be, gay girl. You already know your favorite black transsexual is having to do it big or whatever. Bada bing, bada boom. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, girl. I'm going to be sitting over here reflecting on my transgender journey as a young black trans woman, girl. And I'm going to be telling y'all my life experience as a trans woman and just, I want to ramble. This is another ramble video, girl. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of ramble videos for now, but God, girl, you already know what it's supposed to be, girl. I don't know, girl. I'm stuttering real bad. This is ghetto. Before we get to today's video, girl, because I know you guys say in the title, girl, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe because you will never find another black transsexual like me. Hello, hello, hello. I'm beautiful. You're beautiful. Get up into the big prayer, whatever. Go ahead and lock in on my soul. So I want to start this video off by saying I feel like being a transgender woman in today's society is very ghetto. And I feel like a lot of people truly don't understand what I mean by that. It's like I live my life as a beautiful black trans woman. I know who I am. I embrace everything about me being trans. I wouldn't want to be anything different. But in society, everybody is telling me that I need to sit over here and be something that I'm not. Be a man. Do this. Do that. You need to stop sitting over here acting this way. You need to stop acting that way. I know who I am and I know what I want to do. Like a lot of people tell me that I need to go find God or that I need to go, sit over here and, if I ever want to make it far in life, that I have to sit over here and abide by society's rules. When I feel like society is just what you make it. You get what I mean? I feel like, in the world or whatever, the way that I look at it, and I know this is controversial to say, but I feel like if you truly want to be happy, you can't care what nobody thinks about you. And that's the hardest pill that a lot of trans people are still having to swallow, is just not caring about what people think. For me as a trans woman, I never really cared about what anybody thinks about me. And when I used to be a flamboyantly gay boy, I still never cared about what anybody thinks about me. I'm a stereotypical black trans woman. I'm loud, I'm ghetto, I'm ratchet, I curse a lot, I'm ghetto a lot. I'm just me, and I wouldn't want to be anything different. I feel like, with me being me and reflecting on my trans journey, I feel like that intimidates people, because when people get around me or when people hear of me or when people see me acting the way that I act, they're like, oh, acts that way, oh, let's keep them away from me, oh, I don't mess with that gay stuff, But this is why I always say, at the end of the day, those people were never meant to be in your life, because I always say, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If you sitting over here meant to be this way or that way, it's going to be the way that it's going to be. Like, I don't understand. For me as a trans woman, I remember I've had a lot of friends, I had this one friend or whatever, right? They were telling me that they didn't want to sit over here and be around me because I was so loud and I was so ghetto. And me at the time, I was very loud, I was very ghetto. And in my early transition journey, I didn't realize how loud and ghetto I could really get. But that's just me. And I felt like a lot of people were very intimidated, because in high school, I didn't let nobody disrespect me. I didn't let nobody sit over here and call me out my name. And I sure didn't stand for no disrespect. I'm Alizea. I'm black, I'm trans, and I'm beautiful. And I put that on everything I love. I put that on my soul, girl. I don't play when it comes to my respect, because I've already walked so hard and I've always been fighting since I sat over here and came out as transgender. Why would I sit over here and let anybody disrespect me? I didn't even let my mother, I didn't even let my auntie, I didn't let my father disrespect me. You think I'm going to let some kids disrespect me? Are you crazy? So pretending to walk in your path in society, I feel like a lot of people expect you to be a certain way. And I feel like, with today's society, especially the internet, the Gen Z society, girl, let's get into the spiciness. I feel like, I'm never really heard. And, when a lot of people think of trans women, they think of gay men in wigs. These people want to be women so bad. These people are invading women's spaces, when I'm just living my life for me, and I'm not trying to sit over here and beg for anybody's acceptance. I feel like as a trans woman, you're going to have to go on a self-healing journey. You're going to have to reflect on a lot of things. I've understood that, I play a part in some of the things that have happened in this community. I play a part in some of the things that have happened in my life. as a trans woman, if you pass, you get to experience a whole plethora of things. I've gotten to experience tricking guys, and I'm not going to sit over and act like, I didn't trick no guys, because this is what I always say. You're going to have to be able to own up to things, because if people throw it in your face and they sit over and be like, you was doing this, you was doing that. Okay, I knew I was doing it, but am I doing it now, girl? We left it in the past. We ain't doing it no more, girl. Boom shakalaka. You apologize and you keep it moving. You keep it pushing on the big part, like pushing P. But like, the way that I look at it, it's like, I realize like I shouldn't act like that, and I shouldn't sit over here and look for a guy's validation, because as trans women, I feel like a lot of us are looking for validation in men, validation in women, validation in our friends, validation in our friendships, validations in our relationships. I don't need to be validated by anybody, and that's something that I've gladly learned in my transition. And in the past, I will always sit over here and listen to my friends be like, you need to be quiet, you don't need to be screaming, maybe you shouldn't sit over here and scream for respect. It's not that I'm trying to scream for respect. I just think that it should be simple. The way that I look at it, respect should be simply earned, and I've earned my respect. I fought for my respect. I've been doing this transition stuff for the longest. I've been hustling for the longest. I felt like I was the first black trans woman, mind you, dark-skinned black trans woman. Okay, we got to put that in perspective. I was the first black trans woman in my high school to flamboyantly be me, to flamboyantly go in dresses, to flamboyantly just do everything that I've always wanted, and I never care what anybody think, because this is my life. So when my mother died, I realized time is so short, and you had to cherish time, because time is ticking. The clock is ticking. I feel like a lot of trans women and a lot of trans people waste their time, trying to be validated by somebody else, and they're trying to sit over here and people please. The biggest problem with this community is everybody is such a people pleaser. Go beyond the needs, go beyond the norms, do something that is uncomfortable, and do something that is out of the norm, because as trans people, you're going to have to show up and show out for yourself. And I feel like a lot of people don't know how to show up and show out for themselves. Something that I've reflected on is I used to be a people pleaser. I used to listen to my friends tell me that I need to dim my light, I need to stop screaming, I need to stop demanding respect. I don't need nobody to disrespect me. It's simple. If you don't want me cursing you out and calling you all types of bad bill and wide bodies and stuff, don't be calling me a man, and don't be talking about my dead deceased mama. It's simple. And people think that I be playing. I'm the type of black trans person, I'm the type of trans person that I don't care. You go low, I go lower, okay? And unless I'm Ariana Grande famous, unless I'm Nicki Minaj famous, or unless I'm on that Beyonce level, girl, you're going to see me. I'm going to show up and show out, and I'm going to show you what a black trans woman to do, because I'm not the one. I'm the type of person who I know who I am. I'm going to do what makes Alizea happy. This is what makes me happy. And pertaining to my transition, I realized I'm living for everybody else. I'm letting everybody else tell me what to do, and I realized this isn't what is making me happy. You're gonna have to understand that at the end of the day, you don't know when you're gonna die. Okay, swallow that pill. You don't know when you're gonna die. So you're letting your parents run all over you, telling you what you need to be doing. You're letting your friends, you're letting your foes telling you what you need to be doing. But what is making you truly happy? That's not what's making you truly happy. Listening to other people. Do what makes you happy. It's so simple. And that's the way that I look at it. When a lot of people tell me I don't know how to be confident, I just don't know how to really tell you how to be confident, because you're going to have to go on your own journey. You're going to have to cut the people off who are trying to put you down. It's hard to let people go. But I realize once you let that uncomfortable situation go, life gets so much easier. I realized every friend that I've had in the past where it was fake or it was toxic, I realized for me to be able to grow, for me to be able to be strong, for me to be able to just be the comfortable, beautiful Alizea that I know I could be, I have to let people go. And I'm going to be honest with you, it hurts. It's going to hurt. I've cut off friends that were 15 years deep, but I had to let everything go. I had to put myself first. I know what I want. Nobody wants more in life. Nobody wants to do what makes them happy. Everybody wants to people please. Stop people pleasing. That's the problem with this community. That's the problem with all of us in this community. That's the problem with everybody in the world. Everybody wants to people please. Everybody wants validation from the internet. Everybody wants validation from their friends. I don't care. And I work every single day. I work for what I want. I know what I want. I want to be a successful black trans woman. And I don't want to be successful in the, sense that I just want money, fame, power. I don't need all that stuff. What I mean is my success is impacting globally. Like, I want to impact people's lives virtually. I want to impact people's lives physically. I want to impact people's lives spiritually. I want to make people happy, and I also want to make myself happy while I'm doing it. I want to be the type of trans person to give people affordable housing, give, trans women or trans men, affordable hormones, affordable healthcare, help people pay their bills. I just want to be that type of person because I know how it feels to be lonely. I know how it feels to not have it. I know how it feels to, not have nobody care about you. I know how that feels. And so I know that type of people pleasing mindset that I have, I accept it. And I accept it all, but I'm not going to let nobody overrun me. A lot of people have people pleasing mindsets and they let people overrun them. Stop letting people overrun you or whatever, right? I know what I want though, and I work hard for what I want. I work every single day. I hustle, I save, I grind. I don't let nobody get in the way of it. I don't let nothing distract me from what I want. My main goal is to get to point A to point B to point C to point D, so as soon as I die, bada bing, bada boom, I left my impact, and I'm going to get it because I'm Alizea. And that's what the trans journey is to just be yourself. I don't understand when I see a lot of people do other types of stuff and just give off pick me vibes, and a lot of people throw out this pick me word. You don't even know what a pick me is. Like, it's just so like you want to be choosed. I don't want to be choosed by anybody. Do you think I want to be choosed wearing butterflies in my hair, wearing these ghetto lashes, and wearing this big old nose? Girl, I don't care. I love my beautiful ghetto face. I love looking like a man sometimes because, girl, I'm Alizea. This is what makes me me. I'm a black trans woman. I'm the transiest trans woman you're going to meet. It's never going to change, and I don't need nobody else's validation. But because I feel like I work so hard for what I want, the times where I do get frustrated and I feel like, I try to express it, I feel like I'm never truly heard, and I feel like nobody truly understands where I'm coming from. I do this stuff as a passion because my mother inspired me that I need to hustle, I need to grind, I need to keep a job, I need to keep a roof over my head, I need to keep my bills paid, because she did it. And she could do it raising kids. If she could do it raising a trans teenager, I can do it by raising myself. I'm constantly raising myself. I'm constantly on this journey. I'm constantly on this journey as a trans woman to put myself first and to grind and make sure that I know what I want. I want to be a content creator. I want to be an influencer. I want to impact people's lives because I don't know when I'm going to die, and I want to make people happy. That's what makes me me. I love doing this stuff, and this is why I tell my trans women to stop beating yourself up and stop comparing yourself to some of these butch queens and some of these bad built, trans people. Stop comparing yourself to these people. You're idolizing the wrong people when you need to be idolizing yourself. That's the problem with some of y'all. Y'all don't even love yourself. How can you say you love yourself, but you're sitting over here letting people walk all over you? It's crazy to me. It's foolish to me. It's crazy that you will allow people of years to disrespect you. I wouldn't even let somebody of a day disrespect me. Girl, you're going to get hit with a bag of bricks. I don't care. I'm that type of trans person on myself. And reflecting on my trans journey, I realized that I have a story that's very different from your average person, very different from your average trans person, because I feel like I break the divide. I break from the norm. I'm the type of trans person where I'm just not normal, and I accept that I'm not normal, and that's what makes me me. Nobody is normal in this world. There is no such thing as normal. I feel like normal is boring. I feel like you people pleasing and you doing, this type of, let me, get all these surgeries to, pass. I feel like this is so boring because once you pass, that's it. That's it. It's boring now. Like, I just want to go on this healing journey. I want to love everything about me. And then once I do fully pass, girl, that's when we going on that boom shakalaka trip. And girl, that's when I'm getting on those sponsorships. Boom shakalaka on, going back to my communities and be like, hey, sisters, y'all want some free hormones? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And we're going to do it the safe way. I don't want to give nobody no black market hormones. And I can't stand, I know this might, hurt some people's feelings, but in my past, trans journey, I used to take black market hormones. And before you be like, wait, what do you mean, Alizé? Okay, listen. So, after before I started actually taking real life like hormones, I went on Amazon and I was buying those estradiol pills, and they weren't even estradiol pills. They were like enhancers or whatever for like women or whatever, right? And I took birth control. Girl, worst thing ever. I was like blah 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 blah. The whole thing was in my it was all up in my system, like the whole cap full. So it was like it didn't work well with my body because I'm not a biological female or whatever, right? So boom shakalaka, life happened and ended up in the hospital for it. So when I see people, and I don't mean to offend nobody when I say this, but when I see y'all be like, oh, I can give you access to hormones, just hit me up. I don't need your hormones, sister. I don't care if I look like a beat up box Chevy. The difference between me and y'all, I can love my ghetto face. I can love my clocky face, because at the end of the day, my bills is paid. At the end of the day, I'm still gaining views. At the end of the day, I'm still impacting people's lives. And at the end of the day, I still love my beautiful black trans self. I'm Alizé. I'm black, I'm trans, and I'm beautiful. And I don't care how nobody feels. And at the end of the day, I know when I'm going to get on them hormones, it's going to be that time. It's not time yet. My main focus is to keep adulting. A lot of people are not adulting in life. A lot of people are very stagnant in life. And a lot of people are very comfortable in their situations. I don't want to get too comfortable, because when you get too comfortable, you're not elevating. As a trans person, you're going to have to always elevate. And that's something that I've reflected on in my trans journey. That's something that I've learned throughout my trans journey, is to elevate, keep going, keep doing something beyond the norm. And sooner or later, I'm going to pull the most drastic card in my life that I've never thought I would do, but it's a whole nother video, girl. But I'm telling you, I'm going to do what makes me happy, and I'm glad I've accepted that in my trans journey, because old me used to beat myself up that I have no friends. And to be honest, I realized I really don't need no friends now, thinking about it. Like, I used to tell y'all these videos or whatever, I have videos posted, I'm like, sad that I don't have no friends, but I realized I've gotten so far without friends in my life, without people distracting me, without people telling me what I need to be doing, or telling me that this stuff isn't going to work out, because it always works out. Every time I trust my instinct, and every time you trust your instinct as a person, as a human being, whatever you is, I don't know who you is watching this video, but boom shakalaka, but every time you trust yourself, it always works out. It always works out. I trusted myself I was going to move out. I trusted myself I was going to get a job. I trusted myself I was going to get another job. I am doing something beyond the norm, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself, and that's something, oh girl, oh, I'm finna cry my lashes off, but like, that's something I'm so truly proud of myself, that I'm just doing what makes me happy. I'm elevating. I'm breaking the barriers that most trans women, I feel like, will never be able to break, because a lot of people are just so stuck. You can't be stuck. You have to go for it. Break the barrier. And my sister, Lucky, I'm gonna drop her little at right here, but she really inspires me right now. She's like one of my biggest inspirations now to why I need to keep going as a trans woman, because she's so real, she's so beautiful, she's so black. I love black trans women. I love black people. And I know I'm getting off topic, but I swear to God, I put this on everything I love. Black trans women are the blueprint, in my opinion, when it comes to this trans-ish, because a lot of people truly would not be able to survive in this community, in this skin. I'm just saying, it's hard. It's hard. And I really didn't understand what, colorism and all that extra stuff was. And I didn't understand what any of this stuff was. I didn't understand that people would judge me just based off of my skin tone. But, living as a trans woman and living in Texas, girl, you realize very young, ooh, girl, it's a little ghetto. And I accept it. But I said this a lot, sisters. I feel like you had to sit over here and be your own best friend at the end of the day. And, that's something that I'm gladly, accepted in my trans journey. You had to be your own best friend. You had to keep pushing, even when you're down. I missed one video. I didn't post yesterday. I really regret not posting, because I love posting. This is something that I love doing. But I was kind of getting burnt out, and, life was hitting me with a brick or whatever, right? But I'm my own best friend. And I got up today after work. Hey, y'all, what y'all doing, girl? Boom shakalaka, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like, yes, I love doing this stuff. It makes me smile that you guys are engaged. It makes me smile that you guys like me. You guys love me. There's people who have been subscribed to my channel since I was at 67 subscribers, and they're still commenting. That is the most beautiful thing. And I'm so grateful for everybody who actually likes me for me and who actually can understand me. It's hard for you to be heard as a trans woman of any skin tone. This isn't even pertaining to race. It's hard for us as trans people to be heard. So this is why I preach so hard for you to build yourself as a community, to keep those peers who are rooting for you, to keep them, cherish them. You don't know what's going to happen in the future, so cherish the loved ones, cherish the people who care about you, and cherish yourself. Because at the end of the day, I will always say this, and I say this to everybody who meets me: you are your only friend in this world. And at the end of the day, you are the one in control of your life. You are the one in control of your emotions, and you are the one walking your path. Stop letting everything else control you. But this is truly why I preach to sit over here and love yourself and be yourself But this is why I sit over here and preach that you need to love yourself and be yourself unapologetically, because it's like you literally only have you in this world. And I say this, and I'm going to make a video about it, but everybody has the same 24 hours as Beyonce, so stop wasting your time. Get up, work, hustle, save, grind. If you are sitting over here and you ain't got to pay no bills, grind. This is the time for you to grind. You know who's sitting over here taking our rights away. I ain't got to say too much, but girl, you ain't finna take my rights away. As soon, I say this a lot, people truly don't understand the power that Alizea has. I'm a very strong individual. I know if I ever had to really physically fight for my rights, oh girl, I'll be on the local news. I'll be on the global news, because girl, I'm going to make an impact. I leave an impact anywhere I go, girl. I leave an impact in the jobs, the friendships, the families, the foes, the trades. I don't care. I leave an impact anywhere I go. I'm me. And be yourself unapologetically, because it always rubs off. It always rubs off on people without you even knowing it. And people will always miss you, because they always will miss that authentic feeling that you have. You being authentically you is what makes you you. You being the most beautiful person that you know and love, that's what makes you you. I love you guys. You guys are very beautiful. I'm so thankful that I have 5,000 subscribers on here. We are continually growing, and we're continuously growing. Like, y'all don't understand. People don't see the growth that I'm seeing. I'm seeing it before my own eyes. I'm going to make it, and I'm going to make an impact before I die. Before I die, I'm going to leave an impact, and before I die, I'm going to show the world what trans women can do. I'm going to show the world what trans women are all about. I'm going to show the world that it's not all, crazy and la la land that y'all think it is. We are human beings. We are human beings with feeling, and this is reflected on my trans journey. I love you guys. Don't dim your light. Stop dimming your light. You're a beautiful trans person. You're a beautiful human being. And you're a beautiful cisgender person, whoever is watching this. I love you guys. Stream Nicki Minaj. I gotta go. Boom shakalaka. And this is Alizea's Trans Journey. Bada bing, bada boom.